Hey there, I'm Jake from Weston & Tuttle, and today we're going to talk about IRS Form W-4. What is it? Well, first of all, Form W-4 is the form that you will give to an employer to tell them how much tax you want withheld from your paycheck. There's two ways to pay tax. If you're an employee, you can pay through withholding on your pay, where it just is automatically deducted from your paycheck. You never see it, it just goes straight to the IRS. Or you can make estimated tax payments, which involve you receiving the money and physically sending it into the IRS, whether through the mail or electronically. Most employees are going to pay through withholding, which is where Form W-4 comes into play. So one thing I want to mention though, if you've been given a Form W-4 and you don't have a new job or you're not trying to change your withholding, you shouldn't have to fill it out. You should be able to tell your employer, I just want to keep what I have. I don't need to update. I'm not starting a new job. Just keep what I have, and they should be able to do that. If you are starting a new job or you do want to make changes to your withholding, this form will be the way that you do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the form. It was completely revamped for 2020. It was part of the Trump tax law changes. Trump did away with this concept of personal exemptions. The old Form W-4 was completely reliant on that concept. And it did a really good job of matching exemptions to withholding. Well, now that it's gone, the IRS said we need to update our form as well so that people aren't confused and we don't have to try to butt these two tax systems together that weren't ever created to go together. So their solution is this new form. It's pretty straightforward. We really like it. We think it's a much better and simpler understanding of how your income is withheld, and we think it does a really good job of matching your withholding to your taxes, because it's all in the same language now. It's all a tax. No more exemptions, no more dependents. It's all just straight tax now. So step one here, you're just going to put your information in. Box C is important. If you mark these boxes, you will mark one of them, but these are equivalent to the old form when you would say I'm single plus 0 or I'm married plus 0. If you click one of these boxes, say single, and you don't do anything else, your withholding is now the equivalent of single plus 0. Same thing for married. If that's your goal, all you want to do is be single 0, married 0. Just click a box, sign it, give it to your employer, and you're done. You can move on. That's not always the case, though. Usually people are saying, I don't want that much withheld from my pay. I'd rather have less tax withheld from my pay because I'm going to get these other tax benefits in the form of dependents or increased deductions. So that's where we move down to step 3. We'll come back to step 2, but I want to talk about step 3 real quick. They've done a line right here that says all you really need to do is make an option up there, step 1, box C, and then on this line in step 3, just take the number of dependents that you have under 17, multiply it by 2,000, take the number of dependents you have over 17, multiply it by 500, sum those two numbers, and carry it here to line 3. What will happen is when the IRS goes through and does their calculation, they will then subtract that number from the amount of tax that they think that you'll owe, because you're going to be receiving a tax credit for it. Okay, back to step 2. They have a really cool calculator here. When I say cool for an accountant. You might not think it's cool, but it does do a very good job of estimating what your tax will be and what your withholding should be on that tax. So if you'd like to give it a try, you can follow that link. It's irs.gov/W4app, and you can give it a try. We use it all the time. We really like it. And we would be more than happy to help you fill it out, or if you want us just to take a look at your situation, that's probably your best bet. We can help you with that and absolutely get your withholding squared to where it should be. A couple other things I want to point out here. Same box 2, lines B and C, talks about what to do if there's multiple earners or multiple jobs for the same earner. If that's your situation, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll do a more in-depth analysis on what your withholding should be, who should be withholding what from their pay. It gets a lot more complicated at that point. One more thing I want to mention, step 4 here. If you have other sources of income that you don't have withholding on, common ones are interest and dividends from bank accounts or investments, or if you have retirement pay that may not have any withholding on it, you can actually put that income here, and they will factor that into your withholding, and you can pay that through your withholding. Okay, that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.